up, you guys? It's Mary.
And Alma.
And we might have to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below, y'all. Because today we are talking about part 3 of part 1 of Surviving R. Kelly. The first documentary of Surviving R. Kelly. This is the 3rd episode, you guys. Today we are going to be talking about Sparkle and how the sex tapes came out to be, and Lisa Van Allen's take on it. And then we're also going to talk about Drea and was it R. Kelly, being tried for the whole P tape.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and start talking about Lisa Van Allen.
Yeah.
Lisa Van Allen was a victim of R. Kelly. I think she met him when she was 16 or 17. She was called to come and do...
she met him when she was 17.
She met him when she was 17. She was there at a music video shoot or whatever and stuff. And she said, with R. Kelly, he would usually pick out the girls at any event that he was, who was usually by themselves, kind of shy or timid. And most of the time, they were the youngest ones in the room. So that's how he got her or whatever.
Yeah.
He actually took her out to the pool or whatever, started talking to her and stuff. And then he asked her to come to his tour bus, and basically he raped her. And that was going on for a while. And then he had asked her to come and move to Chicago with him. And eventually, he basically told her that he wanted to start having threesomes with her. And she went along with it or whatever. She was 17 at the time. And, the first time he called in this girl who was actually the girl on the P tape. Yeah. He said she was 16. She was like, well, it's not a big deal because she's like 1 year younger than me. Turns out she was actually 14.
Yes.
She didn't know.
She finds that out later on.
Yeah.
One day when she's talking to the girl, and the girl talks about she told her that, and I guess at that time, I think she was 16 by that time.
No, she was 15. She said, I'm about to be 16. I can't wait for R. Kelly to give me a car.
That's when she realized
that when I did this, she was actually 14.
She was 14. That was Sparkle's niece.
Yeah.
Sparkle is still singing for him, though. You're seeing all of this. Your niece, like we said last time.
Well, they hadn't shown the tape
was
yet.
in the garage.
Yeah. Well, that was after.
Was that after?
Yeah, that was after. But my thing is, she's still hanging around him. He's buying her all these lavish gifts. And you're not wondering what the hell is going on.
But you still continue to sing for him, though.
And continue to bring her around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then also, I do feel like I do believe the parents sold their daughter down the river.
Yeah.
Because the brother, her father,
I've not seen any album of my daughter has come out. Why is she still there? Because now 2 years have passed.
Yeah.
So what is she still doing there? And how about her schooling? This is what I'm thinking.
I know.
A 12-year-old is in 7th grade.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You may have your talent and all that, and that's great, and your gifts from God, but you got to go to school.
Absolutely.
School is full time.
Yeah.
And this is going to be on the side. I remember at 12 when you were doing like some modeling and stuff.
Yeah.
School is number 1.
Absolutely.
And the modeling and whatever is on the wayside. It's like an extracurricular activity. Like how when you're on the swim team. It's an extracurricular activity. Like this is not going to be, now you're going to be staying there. And any time you went on any of those things, I am there.
Yeah.
I am there. I am not trusting not a damn soul with my child to take them anywhere at all.
Yeah, not
because
at all.
God did not make them the guardian. I am the guardian of this child.
Yeah.
Okay, this child was gifted to me. It's my job. It's nobody else's job at all.
Yeah.
Nobody else's job. I remember when you guys were on the swim team, I remember because I was such a hands-on parent and they used to tell us to go sit up somewhere on the up on the aisle, like up, and I was like, no, I'm gonna be right there where my child is.
Yeah.
And once I started doing that, oh no, parents shouldn't be here. But once the other parents started seeing me being right there, they started coming down. They stopped sitting up there, where the coaches and the teachers were trying to tell us to be. And they started coming down to see their children. So because I noticed, like when the child comes out of the pool, they now go to the bathroom to go change, And I'm like, I'm not going to be sitting here while she's in the bathroom. I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah. And then for her to come meet me, when you come out of the pool, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be walking with you to the bathroom. You finish what? Like, I'm not doing that. Even with my son. I will be standing right there out of the, because I can't go anywhere the guys are. But I tell you,
you always call Rashid. Are you done yet? You okay? What you doing?
Hello?
You staying there?
And then I would tell, I'm looking at the time. Like, it takes you 2 minutes. 2 minutes. If a guy's going there, my son is there. Could you see? This is his name. Could you see what's going on? They were like, Mama, I'm sure he's going. No, okay. And then I'll go as far as I can and scream his name. Oh, Mom, I'm coming out. I said, okay.
It used to be
He's
so
fine. Like,
annoying in the beginning. But as I'm older now, I'm like, I'm probably going to be like that probably 10 times worse. Because I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. Like,
you never know.
You never know.
A pedophile, when they are a pedophile, they can go in there quickly, get things done in 5 minutes.
You
all
wouldn't
of a
even
sudden,
know.
your child went in, they were smiling.
They come out traumatized.
Like, I'll be damned. And what started happening, right where I was standing by that bathroom, all of a sudden parents started coming out. We were all standing there by the bathroom. We were like, oh my goodness gracious. And then some of the parents would be like, okay, hey, your mama waiting for you. Like, you just can't. So this was an extracurricular activity with this 12-year-old. Where are you? Where are the parents? And because he's a pedophile. You know you cannot trust your sister because she's busy singing for him. She's performing. So she's not going to be able to keep an eye. I don't believe Sparkle when she was like, when I was there, I'll be right there. I can see her. Were you watching her while you were singing?
So how did that go from that to now she's just in the care of this man?
Yeah, and then you're like, what are you doing here? Why are you asking him? What is she doing here?
As if she can drive. Like, why would you ask her that?
Yeah, like, how do you think she got there? On her, skateboard? Like, but I also blame, like I just said, blame the parents, too. Like, all these
I don't think anyone
enablers.
gave a damn about that girl at all.
I don't care. I'm not going to, because sometimes I think parents get in their mind, oh, this child is going to be, I don't know, the next Whitney Houston. Let me not stop her, because they think about the fame, they think about the money. I'm sorry, no fame, no accolade, no money is enough to, do you imagine if that child is raped? This is her whole life.
Yeah.
You have ruined. There's not any amount of money that's going to restore her. And when you think about it that way, then this doesn't matter.
My thing is, if that's your child's destiny from God,
it will happen.
It will happen. You don't have to put, but that's what happens when you put all your faith and trust in man. A flawed pedophile at that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to be able to put your trust in God first and believe that he's going to handle it.
If you really believe it's a gift.
If you believe it's a gift that is from God, then you should be able to be like, you know what? I'm not going to sell my child's soul so that she can become a new Whitney Houston. Yeah. And mind you, Whitney Houston died on drugs.
I know.
So she didn't, she had a great few years, but following some man, introduced to it but from her brother, ended up with this guy, Bobby. Yeah. I mean, it just blows my mind that Whitney's dead, her daughter's dead, but the man who also helped her be crazy is alive. And it's moving on with his life. Yeah. Isn't that how it usually goes? Women will die and all this stuff. They'll be giving their all to a man, all for them to die first. I'm sure, isn't her brother still alive?
Oh, her brother's still alive.
Yeah.
He surely is. Following
some man.
Yeah. It's just heartbreaking. And so this Elisa, even though she was so upset when she found out that this girl was 14. She was crying.
She actually stopped. She said she felt so disgusting and so violated and stuff. So she stopped.
They had done that to her.
She was so upset.
That when she
actually went and she got the tape. Yeah. Because she said one day, R. Kelly left her or whatever. Yeah. And he had a bag full of tapes. Yeah. Drea's brother knew about the tapes. Yeah, you don't go tell your sister though. You don't go tell your sister that, or go show her this man is going on. You don't warn her nothing.
And he's there when she got a knock.
Yeah,
he's there in the house. Yeah, when she got a knock,
just failed her.
And say, "Can I come out?" She's there.
Yeah, so she actually found the tape. And she was holding it. She kept it on her person. Yeah. She actually had it in a hotel,
and she actually gave it to someone, one of his people. Yeah, to hold it for her, or whatever.
But I think she had left it in a hotel.
Made all copies of it.
Yeah, I think she actually ended up leaving it in a hotel. Maybe a maid had actually gotten it, saw what it was, and
Made copies.
so she actually had to tell R. Kelly, look, this tape is missing. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So he said, don't worry about it, just come.
Yeah.
He said, don't worry about it, just come. So they came. He tried to call the people who had the tape. He put him on a lie detector test. Apparently he lied. He had made a bunch of copies.
Yes.
And he called the tour manager again. Look, man, we gotta pray. We gotta pray, man, because, the tapes, I can't stop taping myself. So the manager knew.
Of course
He knew. All of it. I don't even know why the hell he was on the documentary.
But
Because you need to be locked up.
She finds out that they were actually thinking of ways to kill her.
Because she had actually hidden the tape.
Right. And also because of what she knows.
Yeah.
And probably he could see in her eyes that time was up for him.
Yeah.
Like, she was not going to be with him anymore. He could see that.
Well, because she actually was pregnant. And he told her to get an abortion.
Yeah.
But so I think once he gets them pregnant, he kind of disposes of them, basically. But
it's kind of like Hugh Hefner when the women become 25, he gets rid of them.
Yeah. So
because sense begins to come.
Yeah. So she had an abortion for him or whatever, stuff like that at the time. While all this was happening, he was actually married to Drea. She was pregnant with a third child.
Yes. Let's talk about that manager who was there saying to Lisa, baby girl.
No, that was Tiffany. That wasn't Lisa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't.
Tiffany was the first girl that filed the lawsuit against R. Kelly. But yeah.
Yeah,
so
you said Drea went to give birth.
Yeah. So after that, she was able to get away or whatever, stuff like that. Yeah. But basically, they had to go and buy up all these tapes or whatever and stuff like that.
But Lisa is the one who they were plotting on killing, right?
Yes, but she was also the girl who was in the sex tape with the 14-year-old.
Yeah.
So that's who Lisa Van Allen is.
So finally, he goes to jail. He was arrested.
Well, that
because of that tape, he was arrested. Went to. Has he gone to trial by this point or no?
No, he hasn't. At this point, because really this episode ended with Drea dropping her baby on the floor. Well, her friend picked it up because she had just found out that an arrest warrant had been made to go put R. Kelly in jail.
Yes.
And she had just given birth to the third child.
Because of this tape.
And she saw it and she just went limp. And the baby kind of fell out of her hands. Because the thing is, before she actually gave birth.
Her friend was there to pick up the baby. Yeah. His name was Rob. I think that's the last child.
Yeah, because before she was actually able to even go and give birth, he actually had put her on a bus in the middle of the night and drove her all the way to Florida. And she had no idea what was happening. Yeah. But she was under so much stress.
For 8 hours or something?
Yeah, 8 or 9 hours or whatever. And apparently, what was it? She was under so much stress that the baby had lost the heartbeat. So they had to induce her labor and everything. So that's what was going on with that.
Yeah, but thank God the baby was alive.
Yeah, she came out alive and everything. So it really was just a mess.
Yeah.
But
and let's just
Sparkle, when she found out about the tape or whatever, I think it was
they called her
or the Times
to come look at the tape.
Or whatever.
To see if does she know the people on the tape?
Yeah, and it was her niece.
And it was her niece. She said because I could see the clothes. I could
that
see
was
the
her same hairstyle. I mean, that was definitely her. And that was definitely him.
Yeah, but it wasn't that I could tell. Like, she didn't. The way she talked about her, she didn't talk about. I could see the sadness on her face. Like, did you see that? Did you see her like on her knees looking so?
It just didn't seem like she had enough empathy.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And she sat there like, I should never have introduced them. I should never. And
it was giving me Robin vibes.
Like
when you try to fake cry, like your eyes are all red, but do you see tears? Like Mom actually counted the amount of blinks.
We had to rewind it because I said I need to see how long it took her to even conjure up these tears.
How many blinks does it take to shed one tear?
65 blinks.
I'm gonna post a video too.
Seriously, if the tears are already there and you blink 1 or 2 times, they will come out. It took 65 blinks. She couldn't get the tear to go. It was like God was saying, you ain't going to get that tear to come down. And when it finally came out, after the 65th blink, it did not even fall on the cheek. It stopped here. The 2 tears There weren't even enough tear to drag itself all the way down the face.
You know, that other girl was
She
crying
did not
more
give
than
a
she
damn.
was.
Sparkle didn't give no damn about that girl. And in fact, the way she was saying with some smile, yeah, I could tell it was her.
It was her. And that was definitely him.
It was like as though she was giving some juicy tea. That girl did not care about
like she was rubbing it in
her
almost.
niece. Yes.
Because my thing is,
It was like some sickly way she was making her lips. I was
personally,
just like,
I feel Sparkle came there to clear her name.
because I'm sure people are asking her, because people
How do you
can
allow this
see,
to happen?
They can see she's not authentic. How do you bring your niece to this pedophile? You delivered her to him. How do you do that to family?
Yeah.
I'm sure they were coming for her.
Yeah.
And so that's why she's there. But even while she was there trying to tell this story, the tears could not come.
Yeah.
Had to blink 65 times.
Yeah. I mean, all these people around him who were just doing all this just because you needed a job.
Money.
For a check.
I know.
All of this. Like, how do you sleep at night?
And I doubt if he's giving you all that much money.
No.
Because someone who is so wicked, they're not generous.
Yeah.
They'll give you just enough. And we find that out later.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys, that was part 3 of this episode of Degeneracy. Mm-hmm. Comment down below.
But also, didn't her father talk about that was his daughter? Have we got into that part yet?
The father and the mother, they both, no, they haven't got to that part yet. But yeah, the father and the mother, they never came to trial.
Yeah. And this girl, her niece also, was she the one who was on the basketball team?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. I mean, this niece was doing some amazing things already at 12 years old. She was part of the basketball team.
You guys just sodomized her childhood,
She was
really.
back on the basketball team. Who maybe she would have been a basketball player. At 12 years old, you don't need a child to just focus on one thing. They need to be in school. They can have other things that they're doing. She was doing her basketball. Also, she was doing her rap.
Yeah.
Why couldn't she have done both? You know?
Yeah.
And then they even called one of her friends to see if that's her on the tape. And she said, yes, that was her on the tape.
Just sad.
It's very, very sad.
Yeah.
Very, very sad.
Yeah, you guys. But it's Mary.
And Amma.
Leave us a like.
Share.
Subscribe.
And comment.
Down below.